This is the last Fandom match I am hosting from this apartment, and the shelves are empty, and I am depressed. Welcome to Fandom Fights. I am your host, Tim Berkala, and like I said, it's a sad day, but a happy day because Fandom is here, and it's going to be interesting. We got some players here that have had a bit of a checkered history within Fandom, but nonetheless good players. Antonio Chavez playing Mike Shea. Mike debuted last season, won his first match, but then lost his last match, I believe, to Joe Farrelly. Antonio, I don't know what the hell Antonio's done. I'm not gonna lie. Ko, do you know what Antonio's done?
Lost his debut to Mark Kmeyer, and then he beat Aaron Sellers at the end of last year.
That's it. So both 1-1 players, both also playing in teams right now. So lots of stuff going on with these guys. They're making their way around Fandom. By the time that this airs, Antonio's played in a number 1 contenders match in teams, and Shea is about to play in another match. So it's gonna be crazy. These guys know their stuff. What do you think about the match, Koho?
Hello, everybody. I'm back. It's been a minute. I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back now. This is going to be a really good match. I'm very excited to see what these two do. Antonio has been a player that in every single match he's played has put up good numbers, had good performances, both teams and singles. Mike came in. He had a really strong debut, ran to a bit of a brick wall with Joe, but I think this is his chance to rebound. Both these players really solid 500 players. I think they're good. Both better than their record suggests. It's going to be a good match.
Yeah, this match will determine seeding in the upcoming tournament. So the winner will obviously be a higher seeded player. The loser will be a lower seeded player. So both going to be in the tournament, but which one will come out on top today? I don't know. Let's go find out. But first, let's talk to them in the promos.
I feel like this is very casual. Like we had our first match of the year. We got to shake off the rust. And we're here. We're playing a match, which I guess matters. We're in the tournament either way, which for me, I'm happy.
And I'm in a good place. I'm in better health than I was last time. I was in really poor health last time I played, but I'm in a better place now. So I've been working hard and oh, by the way, I don't know what his nickname is, but I went ahead and took care of it. So
now you're pointing at me, which is just incorrect. I'm
sorry. Wherever he winds up landing, I'll draw a new arrow.
Near, far, wherever you are, Antonio, Sphincter Boy. Honestly, you're great. I'm a big fan of Antonio. He's a really nice guy. I mean, I
love Antonio, and I'm
playing against him already.
Yeah.
Again, we have nothing to lose today. Cool people, cool trivia. Literally nothing to lose because we're in the tournament. Let's just have fun. Let's make friends.
Let's do this.
Why do I fucking do this? Like, let's be friends, and he put Sphincter Boy on the thing. I'm so confused.
To me, a guy who never really talked to anyone.
Listen, Antonio. After your last team's match, anything is possible. Mm-hmm. Anything can be done in this format. We literally saw a team shit away the most points in Fandom Fights history to lose the game. Mm-hmm. And you were a part of the team that did that. I have full faith in you, so no matter how round 1 goes or round 2 goes, I think this match can come out war on top. Mike Shea's a fine player. You pick Spence to manage you. I don't know if Spence has won like multiple matches in a row ever. So, I mean, good luck. But I think that we need to win this match to get a higher seed in the tournament. So let's go out and do what we do. And let's just play the game.
Yeah, let's just play. Let's get to it because after that insult, which I feel like I deserve much better than I think I just want to get right to it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, Koho.
Sphincter Boy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Sphincter Boy. That's interesting. Best
they could come up with, I guess.
Well, when you have Spence there on the team, I don't know.
Listen, isn't it Phyronic is what they thought was the best team name? Okay, Spence also thought that Hearts of Kyber was a great team name. And I gave them Waterloo, here we go again. They had it right there.
All I'll say is that Antonio seems like a class act.
Seems angry after that.
I'm glad Mike is feeling better. That's always good. Sorry to hear that he was feeling bad. But I'm excited for the match because now These guys seem ready to go. So let's get into it with round number one, which is going to work like this. It's going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of fandom fights. Each question is worth 1 point a piece. If you gentlemen get all 10 questions correct in round number one, you will be issued a bonus question from a mystery category that I will pull out of my board and present to you. It'll be very magical. 3 repeats and a challenge rule for the entirety of the match. Any questions?
Nope.
Okay, let's get started with question number 1. Coho, what is it?
Your first question is going to come in the category of Bond, James Bond. In order to receive his 00 status in Casino Royale, Bond kills 2 men. Name one of the 2 locations that he kills the 2 men in. That's a two-way question for sure, because it
is not. I actually wrote that.
You mimicked his style flawlessly. Of the sentence
of the building up the sentence, yeah, absolutely. We're just gonna run with the sphincter boy for the whole match apparently. Jesus, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Antonio.
Bathroom.
And Mike.
Bathroom.
Both are correct.
It's a Wayne's World reference. Come on.
Would have also accepted an office.
This is true. Question number 2 is in the category of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In Captain America Civil War, who retrieves Wanda from the Avengers facility to go and help Steve during the airport battle? I added on that little last part because I wrote this round 1, but I feel like I didn't add enough Nick to my.
Try a little improvisational comedy.
little bit of
improvisational comedy.
5, 4.
That's a throwback.
2, 1. Heads down. Let's start with Mike.
Hawkeye.
And Antonio.
Hawkeye.
We also would have accepted Clint Barton.
Clint Barton.
What's next, Go?
Your third question in the category of the Wizarding World. In Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, who does Cedric Diggory take to the Yule Ball?
Are you sure it's not the Go Belt of Fire?
I wasn't going to mention it, but
because that's definitely what I have written.
The Goblet.
The Go Belt of Fire.
The Go Belt. Imagine it actually just being a belt. It's just what they have to. You put your name on in one of the loops.
The Go Belt of Fire.
You put it in the loophole of the belt.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Antonio.
Cho Chang.
And Mike.
Cho Chang.
Both are correct.
Absolutely.
All right, next question is in Fandom Oscars. What was the last Fandom movie to be nominated for Best Picture?
Not to date this video in any way at all. The Academy Awards. They're a thing.
Let me see when this... The Oscars are April 25th, right?
Yeah, so this is tomorrow. They're tomorrow.
It's the day before.
They're coming in tomorrow.
5, 4.
Hi, my name is Trey. I have a basketball game
2,
tomorrow.
1. Pens down. Let's start with... I think we're to Mike.
I believe so.
Black Panther.
And Antonio.
Was Joker.
Joker is correct.
All right. Your fifth question is in the category of Disney live action. What type of business does Haley and Annie's father Nick own in The Parent Trap? I believe it's Hallie, actually, but that's fine.
Hallie,
my bad.
Hallie and Annie's father. Parent Trap.
Names are difficult.
That's true. When I first met you, I thought your name was Caleb.
Most people go with Caleb. Not often, but sometimes I get the Khalid.
It's going to be a repeat for Mike.
All right. A repeat of your question, Disney live action. What type of business does Hallie and Annie's father, Nick, own in The Parent Trap? But yeah, fun fact. Sometimes I actually do get Khalib. It's weird.
There's
I don't know
one
how they do
E.
that. It's one E. I don't know how they do it.
Okay.
Sometimes I get Coho misspelled with a C.
I mean, that one makes sense, though. 5.
Kind of.
4. Discount Superman. That's funny. 1. Pens down. Antonio, we'll start with you.
I was really sure I would say this. Wine distribution, like a vineyard?
And Mike.
I said vineyard / winemaker.
We can accept both those answers. We're looking for a winery, vineyard. Those are both correct.
Okay.
All right. So your next question is in Disney animation. Which Disney animated film features the characters Lucille, Cornelius, Wilbur, and Doris?
Speaking of names, those are some of them.
Those are just some of the names you can find in this film that we are asking about.
If you could be named anything but Tim, what would you take as your name?
Cody.
Kiss ass.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Mike.
The Rescuers Down Under?
And Antonio.
I didn't even finish writing. I was going to guess Fox and the Hound.
Both incorrect. The answer is Meet the Robinsons. That classic film that I hate.
Oh, Lucille! Your next question is in the category of Mission Impossible. In which Mission Impossible film do Ethan and his team infiltrate the Kremlin?
Vacation spot numero 1 for you?
Numero 1, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. It's weird to speak to try and do a different language in an accent that's like, it's weird.
I was about to say, I'm like, that was strange. You mean like every time that you use like a Russian accent but speak in English? 5.
Yeah, exactly.
4, 3, 2, 1. Thumbs down. Antonio.
Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
And Mike.
I said MI2.
Antonio is correct. Ghost Protocol is correct. All right, next question is in scores and soundtracks. John Carpenter has composed the score for how many Halloween films?
But to actually answer your question, I have 3 trips this year. Four if you count the lake. So 3 trips.
I think I have 2 on the agenda. 1 for sure. I can't think of. I feel like I have another one somewhere in my brain, but I can't think of it. 5. I know what's happening. 4.
I can't wait to just be downstairs
2,
for like a weekend.
Pens down. Let's go to Mike.
2.
And Antonio.
I also guess 2.
The answer is
Double it.
4. Double it, as Koa said. The Halloween 2, Halloween 3, and then Halloween 2018.
All right. I've been waiting many, many times to say this. Your penultimate question comes in the category of Star Trek. Name one of the 2 Enterprise crew members who joined Zefram Cochrane on his warp speed flight in First Contact.
Oh, man.
I had to warm up the tea for that one.
I always ignored it. I always ignored it until one time Robert said, "Nope, there's not 5 of them." Yep. And ever since he said that, I can't do it anymore. I can't say that anymore. 5, 4, 3, 2,
it's just too good
1.
to stop doing.
That's down. Antonio.
Riker.
And Mike.
That's Commander Riker.
That was correct.
Yeah, we can accept both those. All right. So going into the final question, I have 7 to 5.
Yes, sir.
Final question is in the category of DC. A location known simply as the Pit appears in which DC movie?
So we talked about it in the group chat though, but like, am I actually going to have to sit really far away from everyone in the Heights or not?
That's if Cody allows us to go. I would be there. I would go.
That's fair.
I'm excited. 5.
So excited to see the
4,
Heights.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Mike.
The Dark Knight Rises.
And Antonio.
Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises is correct. So at the end of round number 1, I have the score as 8 to 6.
That's correct.
I cut out, but yes, I heard you say correct. Okay, great. So we are going to get into round number 2. Here's how it's going to work. We are going to bring up the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin that wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but they have to keep what they spin the second time. So be careful. You will get 5 questions worth 2 points a piece, unless you want to go to multiple choice, then it will devalue to being worth 1. Lord Almighty, you guys have been playing a lot recently. I shouldn't have to tell you this, but my contract with Multiplex Entertainment makes me tell you have to watch out because stealing is available in round 2. So we'll bring up.
Our lawyers legally require this.
This is true. The categories on the wheel are Pixar, James Bond, Mission Impossible, YA Dystopia, Fandom Quotes, DC, Star Trek, Worlds of DC. So, Antonio, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Mr. Shea?
We're not like a dumb thing that makes people sign contracts and pays them nothing. I think we spend second.
Okay. Hopefully it doesn't bite me.
Do you want to risk it and spin first? I'm okay with that.
I mean, the last time I spun first, it still bit me, and yeah, so I'm like, you know what? Whatever. At this point, let's go second.
Okay, we'll go second.
All right. So we'll bring in Spence.
Why can't all of Cody's clients just not listen to him, Antonio? Like, you can just ignore what he says. It's fine.
And it lands on Spinner's
Never mind. Fuck you. Star Trek.
Let's roll Trek. Let's roll Trek, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
Your time, multiple choice. You got this.
Will you go ahead and give Mr. Actually, I'll give Shea his questions in Star Trek because factions and such. Okay. Mr. Shea, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Your first question. In Star Trek Insurrection, which crew member commands the Enterprise and fights Sana's battleships while Picard attempts to save the Baku from the planet below?
Commander Riker.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who plays Chekhov in The Final Frontier?
Walter Cohen.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. In Star Trek 09, in what type of location does Kirk first meet Uhura?
At a bar.
That is correct. Your next question. What position does Deanna Troi hold under Picard?
Ship's counselor.
That is correct. All right, Mike, your final question in the category of Star Trek. Which character in the Star Trek universe has been played by Mark Leonard and Ben Cross?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Chekhov, B, Khan, C, Sarek, D, David Marcus.
Sarek.
That is correct for 2 points.
9 points gained out of that one made that look
Or
easy.
1 point. Yeah, sorry. My bad. 1 point. I'm losing my mind. Okay, so Mike gets his total up to 15.
Yes, sir. Made that look easy.
Okay. So we'll bring back up the wheel for Mr. Chavez.
I think we made a plan that we were always going to go first, and we totally abandoned that. Next time, we're going first.
All right.
All right. So your spin lands on Worlds of DC. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
How you feeling?
I'm actually feeling pretty good about this because I don't want to risk anything else that might bite me in the ass. So I don't mind rolling with it.
Okay. Check down if you need to, but
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
All right. Worlds of DC it is, or as the wheel sometimes likes to abbreviate it, WADIC. All right.
Sure.
Antonio, are you ready for your round 2 in Worlds DC?
Yeah.
All right. Your first question. Holly Hunter appears in which Worlds of DC film?
Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. In Shazam, in order to test if Billy is bulletproof, Freddy tells robbers to shoot Billy where on his body?
In the face.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. In Man of Steel, what did Superman tell Lois he did for the army to allow them to feel more secure once he surrenders to them?
To bring him in handcuffs.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question in Worlds of DC. In Suicide Squad, which squad member does Amanda Waller describe as being treated like a monster made them a monster?
Repeat.
That will be your first repeat. In Suicide Squad, Which squad member does Amanda Waller describe as being treated like a monster made them a monster?
Killer Croc.
That is correct for 2 points. Takes the 1 point lead with that as we go to your last question, Worlds of DC. What is the full name of Roman Sionis' scarred henchman in Birds of Prey?
Victor Zaz.
That is correct for the clean sweep. 18-15 is what I have, Tim.
That is what I have as well. All right, yes. So 18-15 in favor of Antonio. As we get into round number 3, it is the betting round. Here's how it's going to work. We are going to say a category. The players are then going to have to choose whether they would like to bet 0, 1, or 2 points on the question. If they get the question right, they will gain those points. If they get the question wrong, they will lose those points. We'll play until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0. Any questions from the players? All right, so the first category that you guys will be able to bet points on is going to be the MCU.
All right.
You know what I'm thinking?
So,
good.
all right. Mike, he's going to bet 2. I feel like you should match him. Do you feel confident in that?
Yeah, I feel good.
All right, go for it.
We're good managers.
Yep.
All right, let's get bets starting with Mike
3 points.
and Antonio.
Dose.
All right, your question in the MCU. In Avengers Endgame, who steals the Pym particles from Hank Pym in 1970? This movie's cool.
He's pretty good.
I mean, it was all right. Saw it in the theater a bunch, but Actually, one of my first interactions with Sir Nicholas Tewig was he was like, saw Endgame in the theater 10 times, and I was like, dude, me too. Whoa, and we like had a conversation about it. It was pretty cool. I bet he doesn't even remember. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Mike.
It made out.
It was Captain America.
And Antonio.
Captain America.
Both are correct for 2 points. It is now 20-17 as we get into the next category, which is what, Coho?
Yeah, that would be DreamWorks Animation.
How you feeling, Mike?
I mean, I'm iffy, but if I don't go for 2,
I mean, it's only a 3-point game. After this, it'd be a 6-point swing. I think we can take our time if we want to.
Go for 1.
You're good. You're good, Antonio. You don't have to.
Okay.
If you want, you can go for 0 as well, because it'd be up to you, 1 or 0.
I'm gonna go for 1.
All right.
We're good managers. Okay. Let's get bet starting with Antonio
0.
and Mike.
Go for 1.
All right, what's the question, Mr. Coho?
Your question in DreamWorks Animation. What Star Wars actress voices Dawn, the Betterman's daughter, in The Croods: A New Age? I
I was about to say, I don't hate this movie at
I
all.
liked it. I liked it better than the first one.
I dug it. Like the movie ended in the theater, and I looked at Maggie and was like, and she was just she hated it.
She looked at she's like,
Hated it, and I was like, I had fun with it. I thought it was a good time.
I thought that was fun. But
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Antonio, who bet 0,
Kelly Marie Tran. No idea.
and Mike.
I said Amanda Seyfried.
The answer is Kelly Marie Tran,
Oh, shit.
but because Antonio didn't bet anything, he doesn't gain or lose anything. But Mike does lose 1 point, goes down to 16. It is now 16-20 as we get into the next category, which is the category of Marvel, regular Marvel.
I mean, I should have bet on that one. So
It's so. I'm worried we might get some fringe categories coming up. This is probably your best bet to catch up. You probably bet 2 and hope he doesn't match it because Jake's the carrier in Marvel for his team.
yeah, yeah. I mean, at this point,
If you're good with 2, I'd say go with it. If not, bet 1. Just bet something.
Yeah, I'm gonna
2
go for
might be better.
I go 2.
How are you feeling, Antonio? I mean, I know
Okay,
you're
but
the
I don't want to take
backpack
any
of
chances. Yeah,
bounty hunters. Huh?
I don't want to take any chances. I mean, but I still want to like sort of maintain the lead. So I don't know. You think maybe 1 at least, or no?
I'd say my always strategy, if you're going to bet 1, I'd rather you bet 2. But overall, I think you're okay with 1 if you want to right now. Keep the lead.
Okay. All right.
All right. Let's get bets starting with Mike.
All right, betting 2.
And Antonio.
1.
All right, here's the question. In 2002's Spider-Man, at whose grave do Peter and MJ kiss at the end of the film? Have you ever kissed at a grave?
No.
Yeah, me either.
To be totally honest with you, no. I thought the question was just going to be, have you kissed? And the answer was also going to be no.
Don't stop. What the shit? What if you were like
insert the Chicago joke that I won't make on?
Oh yeah, right. That's what I was thinking for it. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mike, we'll start with you.
Uncle Ben.
And Antonio.
Uncle Ben Parker.
Yeah, I think we could accept both those answers. So Mike goes up to 18. Antonio goes up to 21.
So it is a 3-point game.
Are you?
I'm just saying there could be a lot of Uncle Bens. I'm talking Uncle Ben Parker was probably the tombstone out red. Probably red Ben Parker, not a different Ben.
Are you challenging?
I'm just giving you shit. We're
okay.
On.
All right. So the next category. So the next category that you guys give bet points on is scores and soundtracks. Oh, sorry. Yeah, scores and soundtracks.
I just mouthed along with you.
I don't know. I'm not feeling great about this one.
Oh, I'm quite aware, but also we need to bet 4 to win. So you need to bet 2 and bet 2 again.
Yeah.
Because I'm not pushing you to sudden death. You got to go 2 and run it.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay, thank you.
Just play it safe, right?
Yeah, let's see if they hit it. If not, then we'll bet 2 in the final question. We'll see what happens.
All right. Let's get bets starting with Antonio.
0.
And Mike.
Gotta go 2.
What's the question, Koho?
Your question, scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Star Trek The Motion Picture?
This is very
angry reactions right now. Peanut galleries having very different reactions.
5.
That was
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Antonio, who bet 0.
Jerry Goldsmith.
And Mike.
Alan Silvestri.
And your winner, Antonio Chavez. The answer was Jerry Goldsmith. So Antonio hit it, but he didn't bet anything. But Mike did miss, went down 2 points. So the final score 21-16. Koho, what'd you think?
Hell of a game from Antonio Chavez. We'll absolutely point that out now. Statistically, I think he missed only 2 questions the entire match.
Yeah.
Which is very impressive. Mike put up a solid game. 6 for 10 in round 1 is very good. Ran Star Trek, and then that betting round it wasn't categories that were in his favor. Nothing to sneeze at in that game. It's just Antonio put up a monster game today.
Absolutely. So we'll start by talking to Spence and Shea. You guys are still in the tournament, but you didn't pull out the win here today. How are you guys feeling about the match?
I mean,
I feel okay. The stuff I missed on, I expected to miss on.
Yeah, we played the game we expected to. There's nothing here that we're like, whoa, can't believe we missed that.
Yeah,
there still needs to be work put in, but we know you weren't going to be great at sports and soundtracks, but we needed the points, and it didn't work out. We couldn't do anything else. You played the best game you could. Back to the drawing board, back to the workout room. Got to fucking Rocky montage your way to get a win in this tournament.
Yeah, I only needed the multiple choice on that Star Trek question because I was torn between 2 characters, and I just wanted that confirmation. And other than to run the board on Trek like that, yeah, no. If I go down, if I lose because I pull categories I knew I wasn't gonna know, I'm not gonna lose sleep at night. So.
So how do you guys feel about your chances in the tournament overall? What are you guys thinking about tournament time?
I mean, me and Mike got the same record now, so we can just fucking buddy our way. Maybe get an upset. Probably won't. We're facing fucking single-digit people, probably. Like, that's always a daunting task. The best case scenario is we do like what Mike did today. Impressive loss, and we can figure out what next. And we get a win. Fuck yeah! Give us a multiplex award. We had, again, nothing to lose in that match. Just nothing to prove. We're just good. We're coasting. We're having a good time.
And even though I've lost, I've improved. So I got nowhere to go but up right now. So I'm feeling pretty good.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, we will see you in the tournament, Mike, and actually we'll see both of you technically tomorrow in teams. So we will see that match very soon. Let's move over to the winner. Antonio, great game. I believe, you only missed like Coho said, like 1 or 2 questions. That's insane. Very well played. Even the questions you bet 0 on, you hit. How are you guys feeling about the match? You're muted, Cody.
You're muted.
3 years of this shit, one day. I'm just really happy. Like, Antonio was one of those players I picked up that was going to be like that back and forth player. But he's really just him and Jake Marangoni have just found a rhythm with each other, come up with studying strategy, pushing each other to do good. So I'm just impressed. Antonio has 2 things he could accomplish. He could, 1, do really well in the Fandom tournament, and 2, do really well in the Warzone tournament. He's one of those players that is really good in both areas. I'm just excited how his season's going right now. He's playing really good in Fandom. He today proved it. He missed 2 questions in round 1. He swept his category, which he didn't get Spinner's Choice on. And then he swept round 3 even when we didn't bet. So I thought when the Star Trek question came, it was scored in soundtracks, and we just saw what he did. I was like, great, we're going to have to be forced. I don't know what that category is, but I'm so glad that I didn't have to hear it. But no, like that last match, he trusted me through. He's one of those players that fully trusts me in round 3 and fully trusts me in the rest of the round. So it's kind of nice that I don't have to fight him back and forth. Knights of Ren, take note. But it's just he full sends when he has to, and he knows that he trusts me to full send, and then he knows that I know him as a Fandom player inside out. So that's what's nice to have him on the team. No, I think he'll do really good. And now winning this, he'll be up in that tournament playing somebody. I don't know if you're going to say it, but
I'm not.
It's exciting. Okay, that's exciting. But we'll be ready for that match. We'll come up with a plan. But he's got a bright future in Fandom and Warzone. So how are you feeling, Anthony?
I'm just glad that giving away Spinner's Choice didn't bite me in the ass. And I realized now that I really need to watch the Krugs because I didn't know that was a lucky guess. I just didn't have no idea that kind of was in there. But no, I still feel like I can get better. I do appreciate the props, man, because I've been working my ass off, but I still know there's a long road to go. And
Fandom is some shit movies. So good job.
I have to sit through that, and but I got to sit through a lot more shitty movies because I want to get even better. So
can I please tell you what Category 5 would have been?
Sure. I'll tell you what we would have bet.
It was going to be Star Wars.
Oh, we would have bet.
I know you
would have. We would have felt comfortable betting too. Then that's a nice because it would have been a horror icons or something that would have been a little bit questionable. But other than that one, good.
Yeah, well, congrats on the win, Antonio. You played great. We'll see you back in the tournament. And like I said at the beginning, you just played a teams match. I don't know if you won or not. So maybe we'll see you soon in teams. Maybe not. I don't know. So, Coho, any final thoughts?
Great performance from both of them. It was a very entertaining match. I'm very excited to see both in the tournament, especially Antonio here. The momentum of this and teams, I'm very excited to see what that means for him in the singles tournament. It's going to be one of the people that I'm most excited to see going into this. This is on the list of names of the competitors who have been having a really good season. I'm very excited to see in this 32-person tournament.
Absolutely. So that'll do it for us today at Fandom Fights. Thank you so much for watching. For Spence and Shea, Cody and Antonio, Coho, and myself, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.